Number one is an audit. So you've done this before, but with this player, like they're basically a senior, right, in terms of the recruiting world, and they've already had 10 phone calls with D3s and one D1, and she doesn't really like the Division One. So what you have to do is for the audit, let them feel heard. You can give your feedback if you want, but I'm going to kind of tell you what needs to be done next, no matter what. So pretty much every school they've spoken to or have not heard from, actually we'll do two different, have they spoken to template, and then three have not spoken to. So let's just do this first one. You're gonna go, dear coach, something genuine. This is where the audit comes in, where you're gonna say like, thanks for our phone call, or I really enjoyed this, or I watched your season, or something genuine. The mom will help you write that. Then you're gonna say, I have attached every touch video, video of a full game I played. May I ask, what is your recruiting timeline for the class of 2027? The reason we need to know this is we need to find out from the coaches, when do they want to be done? Because one thing she might be doing a bad job of is if these 10 schools are flirting with other girls, they're going to pick other girls because she's the one who doesn't want them. So we need to know what their deadline is. So, and then she can say, I have attached the video here. Now, she also has a showcase coming up. You don't have to send out the showcase email right now. We'll do that a little later, but that will be another version. Okay, now if they've not spoken to them, and she wants to speak to them, she said, dear coach, something genuine again, if it's a top school. If it's not a top school, you can skip. And she's going to say basically the same thing. But instead, she's going to go, I have not been able to reach you as of yet. I have had 10 phone calls with other programs. I feel lucky and blessed to tell you this. If they don't want to use the word blessed, they can use a different word. I've attached a video of from a recent game. Here, let me touch video. I don't want them to think it's a full game unedited. That's a video from a recent game. If she wants to say against, that's okay. If the team she was against was good, she can add that in. May I ask, what is your recruiting timeline for the class 27? So that would be one. Or if they want to get aggressive, you're going to say, may I ask if I am being considered as part of a potential recruit for the class of 2027. And you can kind of gauge with the mom which one you prefer. We would probably recommend this one for now, and we can use this one later. But if the mom wants to get aggressive, so be it. Now, this brings us to the next stage. If the mom is open to it, I'm going to have her email every D1 program. They don't really have to email D3s unless, actually, it's not true. They don't have to. Every email program using our tool. Now, for that template, it would vary from schools she has or has not heard from. I'm also going to actually mention every D3 program on the top academic list. If she's like, I don't want to, we can't make them, but you say, look, this is how we use leverage. We think this is important. For these coaches, you might be a first impression and your video is better now because I'm going to fix her highlight video. And there she would, the template for that would be the showcase template. So just say, dear coach, I'm going to showcase on can I may have permission to shake your hand? And then she's going to say, my name is, I play for, I have a GPA, an SAT. I think she's studying for SAT/ACT. And then she would say, I have attached my schedule below, and make sure she writes it out. And then she'd say, I have also updated my highlight video, and I've also updated my video, the link. And then she puts that there, and then she writes out her schedule. So this is to schools basically we've never spoken to, or schools she has spoken to but hasn't heard from in a while. So schools she has spoken to or has not heard from in a while. These are to schools that she's also not spoken to, if you want to use this one or this one. All of them are aggressive with a question. But just so you know, when they do the audit with you, the mom's going to want like direct answers like, does this coach like us? And are we good enough? And do they want us? And tell me the answer. And it's going to be hard for you to give an answer because you're not going to know.